Waymo has reached a very big number. The company is part of Alphabet. It focuses on self-driving car technology. These cars operate without a human driver. Recently, Waymo announced a major milestone. They have provided over 10 million autonomous rides. This is a significant achievement in the world of transport. It shows their technology is working in the real world. People are using these cars for their daily travel needs, marking a new era. 10 million rides is not just a statistic. It represents a huge amount of data. Each trip provides valuable information. Waymo's cars learn from every mile driven. This helps to improve the software and the sensors. The cars become safer and more efficient with more experience. This milestone shows that Waymo is a leader in autonomous driving. They're collecting more real-world driving experience than many others. This experience is critical for further development and refinement of their systems. This achievement also signals growing public acceptance. People are choosing to ride in driverless vehicles. This was not always the case. Many were skeptical about robot cars. Now, more individuals are willing to try them. They see the convenience and potential safety benefits. Waymo operates services in several cities. Residents in these areas use them for various purposes. They go to work, run errands, or enjoy a night out without driving. The journey to 10 million rides was long. It took years of research and development. Waymo started as a Google project many years ago. They faced many technical challenges. They also had to convince people that self-driving cars are safe. This milestone is a testament to their persistence. It shows their commitment to making autonomous transport a reality. The company is now looking towards the next 10 million rides and beyond, pushing the boundaries further. Waymo's services are growing fast. They are not just in a few test locations anymore. The company initially focused on cities like Phoenix and San Francisco. These cities provided diverse environments for testing. Phoenix offered wide, sunny roads. San Francisco presented complex urban challenges. These early deployments were crucial for learning. Waymo gathered immense data from these operations. This data helped refine their autonomous driving systems significantly, paving the way for broader expansion. Now Waymo is taking its technology to more places. They have expanded to Los Angeles, a very large and busy city. This shows confidence in their system's ability to handle dense traffic, but the expansion does not stop on the West Coast. Waymo is also launching services in new US cities. Atlanta, Georgia is one such city. Miami, Florida is another key area for their growth. These cities have different road layouts and weather conditions. This helps Waymo make its cars even more robust and reliable. The ambition of Waymo extends beyond the United States. They are looking at international markets carefully. Tokyo, Japan is a significant city where Waymo is exploring opportunities. Operating in Tokyo would present new challenges. These include different driving rules and very dense urban environments. Success in Tokyo would be a major step for global autonomous vehicle adoption. It would demonstrate Waymo's capability to adapt its technology to diverse international settings. This careful global expansion is strategically planned. This rapid expansion reflects a key trend. Public acceptance of autonomous taxis is clearly growing. Waymo reports conducting around 250,000 trips every week. This number shows a real demand for their services. As Waymo enters new cities, more people experience driverless technology firsthand. Positive experiences lead to wider adoption. The company is building a track record of safety and reliability. This is essential for convincing more cities and more people to embrace this new form of transportation. The future looks bright for Waymo's continued growth. Waymo's self-driving cars are packed with advanced technology. This technology is called the Waymo driver. It has several key components that work together. These components allow the car to see and understand the world around it. The main sensors include LiDAR, radar, and cameras. LiDAR uses lasers to create a three-dimensional map of the surroundings. Radar helps detect objects and their speeds, even in bad weather. Cameras provide visual information, like reading traffic lights and signs correctly. These sensors generate a massive amount of data every second. This data is processed by powerful onboard computers. The computers run sophisticated artificial intelligence software. This AI is the brain of the Waymo driver. It interprets the sensor data to identify objects. These objects can be other cars, pedestrians, cyclists, or road debris. The AI predicts what these objects might do next. This predictive capability is crucial for safe navigation. It allows the car to react proactively to potential hazards on the road. The Waymo driver creates a detailed, real-time map of its environment. This map is constantly updated. It includes information about lane markings, curbs, and construction zones. The car uses this map to plan its path. It decides how to steer, accelerate, and brake smoothly and safely. The system is designed to obey all traffic laws. It also prioritizes the comfort of the passengers. The goal is to provide a ride that feels natural and secure, not jerky or unpredictable. Safety is the most important design principle for Waymo. The technology includes many redundant systems. This means if one sensor or computer has a problem, others can take over. The cars can also communicate with a remote assistance team. If a car encounters a very unusual situation it cannot resolve, it can request help. This multi-layered approach to safety is critical. It helps build trust and ensures the well-being of everyone on the road. Waymo continuously tests and refines these systems to maintain the highest safety standards. Autonomous vehicles like those from Waymo offer many benefits. One of the biggest advantages is improved safety. Many car accidents are caused by human error. People get tired, distracted, or make bad decisions. Self-driving cars do not have these problems. They're always alert and follow the rules consistently. Waymo's data shows their cars can reduce traffic incidents. This could save many lives and prevent injuries each year. Fewer accidents also mean less traffic congestion and lower insurance costs for everyone. Convenience is another major benefit of using Waymo. Imagine a future where your car drives you to work. You can use that time to relax, read, or prepare for your day. Autonomous taxis can be summoned with an app. They can pick you up and drop you off at your desired location. This is especially helpful for people who cannot drive. Older adults and people with disabilities can gain more independence. They can travel more easily to see doctors, visit family, or go shopping without relying on others. Waymo's driverless cars can also make transportation more efficient. They are programmed to drive smoothly. This can reduce fuel consumption and emissions. Electric autonomous vehicles, which Waymo is increasingly using, are even better for the environment. Self-driving cars can also optimize routes to avoid traffic jams. This saves time for passengers. In cities, autonomous vehicles could reduce the need for parking spaces. Cars could drop passengers off and then move to a different location or pick up another rider rather than sitting idle. Furthermore, accessibility is greatly enhanced by autonomous vehicle technology. For individuals in underserved communities with limited public transport options, services like Waymo can bridge the gap. They provide a reliable mode of transport that might not have been available before. This can open up new opportunities for employment, education, and healthcare access. The societal impact of widespread autonomous vehicle adoption could be transformative. It can lead to more equitable and efficient transportation systems for all members of society. Section 5, riding into the future, public perception and trust. Public perception of autonomous taxis is really evolving. Initially, many folks were pretty wary of self-driving cars. The idea of a car driving itself seemed like something straight out of science fiction, right? Some people worried about safety and reliability, and they questioned if a machine could really handle those complex traffic situations. Early incidents involving autonomous test vehicles, they also fueled some of these concerns. Building trust has been a gradual process for companies like Waymo. It requires transparency and a strong safety record to really convince the public. However, as people gain more exposure to the technology, attitudes are, changing. Waymo's milestone of 10 million rides is proof of this shift. More individuals are experiencing driverless journeys firsthand, and they are finding them to be safe, convenient, and comfortable. Positive word of mouth and media coverage, they also play a role. When people see friends or family using these services successfully, they become more curious and open to trying them. This direct experience is often the most powerful factor in shaping positive opinions. Despite growing acceptance, some challenges, they still remain. Surveys show that a portion of the population still feels anxious about riding in a fully autonomous vehicle. Concerns about cybersecurity and data privacy also exist. People want to know their personal information is safe, and they want assurance that the cars cannot be hacked or controlled maliciously. Waymo and other companies are working to address these concerns. They are investing in robust security measures and educating the public about how their systems work to protect users. Waymo's strategy involves a careful and phased rollout. They start with limited service areas and gradually expand, which allows them to build community trust slowly. They often engage with local communities and policymakers before launching, and providing clear information about safety testing and operational procedures is key. As autonomous vehicles become a more common sight in cities, public familiarity is bound to increase. This will likely lead to even broader acceptance and integration of these technologies into daily life, making them a normal part of the urban landscape. Section 6. The rules of the road navigating legal landscapes. The rise of autonomous vehicles like Waymo's presents new legal challenges. Existing traffic laws were written for human drivers. They do not always account for cars that drive themselves. Governments and regulatory bodies are now working to update these rules. This is a complex process. It involves defining who is responsible in case of an accident. Is it the owner, the manufacturer, or the software developer? These questions need clear answers for widespread adoption. Waymo faces different regulations in each city and state where it operates. This creates a patchwork of rules. Some regions are more welcoming to autonomous vehicles than others. They may have specific testing permits or operational licenses required. Waymo works closely with local authorities to ensure compliance. They advocate for consistent and sensible regulations. Clear rules can help foster innovation while ensuring public safety. This collaborative approach is vital for overcoming regulatory hurdles. One major area of legal discussion is safety standards. How do we define how safe an autonomous car needs to be? Should they be much safer than human drivers, or just as safe? Developing standardized testing procedures for AVs is also important. This would allow for fair comparisons between different systems. International cooperation on these standards would also be beneficial. It would help companies like Waymo expand globally more easily. The legal framework needs to be robust, yet flexible enough to adapt to rapidly evolving technology. Liability in the event of an autonomous vehicle accident is a significant concern. Traditional auto insurance models are based on driver fault. With driverless cars, determining fault can be more complicated. It might involve investigating the vehicle's software logs and sensor data. Lawmakers are considering new insurance frameworks. These could involve manufacturers taking on more liability. Creating a clear legal path for resolving such incidents is crucial for public confidence. It will also provide legal certainty for companies investing heavily in this technology. Section 7. The competitive field, Waymo and its rivals. Waymo is a strong player in the autonomous vehicle market. However, it is not the only company in this race. Many other technology firms and automakers are developing self-driving cars. The competition is intense. Each company is investing billions of dollars in research and development. Some key competitors include Cruise, which is backed by General Motors. Cruise also operates robotaxi services in several US cities. They are pursuing a similar strategy of urban deployment. Another major name in the autonomous space is Tesla. Tesla's approach is different from Waymo's. They focus on driver assistance systems like autopilot and full self-driving. These systems still require an attentive human driver. Waymo, on the other hand, aims for fully driverless operation from the start. There are also newer companies like Zoox, which is owned by Amazon. Zoox is developing a custom-built autonomous vehicle designed for ride-hailing. Other players include Motional, a joint venture between Hyundai and Aptiv, and Pony.ai, which has a strong presence in China. The competition benefits consumers and accelerates innovation. Companies are pushing each other to improve technology faster. They are striving for better safety, reliability, and user experience. Different companies are also exploring various business models. Some focus on ride-hailing, others look at logistics and goods delivery. This diversity of approaches could lead to a wider range of autonomous solutions for different needs. The race is not just about who gets there first, but who can build a sustainable and scalable business. Waymo's advantage lies in its long history and extensive testing. It started as the Google self-driving car project in 2009. This has given them over a decade of experience. Their focus on a comprehensive sensor suite, including LiDAR, is also a key differentiator from some competitors. They have accumulated billions of simulated miles and tens of millions of real-world autonomous miles. This vast dataset is invaluable for training their AI. While the field is crowded, Waymo's methodical approach and strong technological foundation position it well for long-term success. Section 8. Reshaping cities. Waymo's impact on urban mobility. Waymo's expansion is starting to change how people move in cities. Autonomous ride-hailing services offer a new transportation option. They can complement existing public transport. For example, Waymo can provide first-mile and last-mile connections. This means getting people from their homes to a train station or from a bus stop to their final destination. This integration can make public transit more convenient and accessible for a larger number of residents, potentially reducing reliance on personal cars. The availability of autonomous taxis can influence car ownership. Some people might decide they do not need to own a car anymore. Owning a car in a city can be expensive. There are costs for parking, insurance, fuel, and maintenance. Using a service like Waymo could be cheaper and more convenient for some urban dwellers. If fewer people own cars, cities could see reduced traffic congestion. This would make travel faster for everyone. It could also free up valuable urban space currently used for parking. Autonomous vehicles like Waymo's also have the potential to improve traffic flow. They're programmed to drive smoothly and obey traffic laws consistently. They can communicate with each other and with city infrastructure in the future. This could lead to more coordinated traffic movements. For instance, platooning, where vehicles travel closely together, could increase road capacity. Optimized routing based on real-time traffic data can also help reduce bottlenecks. These efficiencies contribute to a more pleasant and less stressful urban environment. However, the impact on urban mobility also brings challenges. Increased use of autonomous taxis could potentially add to traffic if not managed well. If many people switch from mass transit to individual autonomous rides, congestion might worsen. Cities need to plan carefully. They need to integrate autonomous vehicles into their overall transportation strategies. This might involve policies that encourage shared rides or integration with public transport networks. Thoughtful planning will ensure that Waymo and similar services contribute positively to sustainable urban mobility for the future. Section 9. Tomorrow's transit, the continuing journey of Waymo. The future of urban transportation looks increasingly autonomous. Waymo is at the forefront of this transformation. Their continued expansion and technological advancements paint a clear picture. We are moving towards a world where self-driving cars are a common part of daily life. The milestone of 10 million rides is just the beginning. Waymo aims to bring its services to many more cities globally. This will make transportation safer, more accessible, and more efficient for millions of people around the globe. Looking ahead, Waymo will likely continue to refine its technology. The Waymo driver will become even more capable. It will handle more complex driving scenarios and diverse weather conditions. The company may also explore different vehicle types. These could include vehicles designed for goods delivery or larger capacity shuttles for shared rides. Expanding the range of services will allow Waymo to address a broader set of transportation needs. This diversification will be key to their long-term growth and impact on how cities function. The integration of autonomous vehicles with smart city infrastructure is another important future development. Imagine Waymo cars communicating with traffic lights to optimize flow. They could also share data about road conditions or hazards in real time. This connectivity can lead to significant improvements in overall urban efficiency and safety. Collaboration between companies like Waymo and city planners will be essential. Together, they can create transportation systems that are truly intelligent and responsive to the needs of citizens. Ultimately, Waymo's journey is about more than just cars. It is about reimagining mobility. It is about creating cities that are less congested and polluted. It is about giving people back time they would otherwise spend driving. The path to this future still has challenges. Regulatory landscapes need to evolve further. Public trust needs to be continuously nurtured. However, the progress made so far is undeniable. As Waymo continues its expansion, it is paving the road for a new era of transportation, one that promises to be smarter and better for everyone.